He cheated with my best friend, so I showed them both what betrayal really feels like. When I caught my boyfriend kissing my best friend in the back seat of his car, I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just stared, numb, as if my body had disconnected from my soul. He looked at me with those same eyes that once promised forever, and she had the nerve to whisper, "It's not what it looks like." Oh, trust me, it looked exactly like betrayal. Rewind 6 months. I was the planner in our group. Birthdays, trips, surprise parties are all me. My boyfriend, Ryan, and my best friend, Chloe, were my favorite people. We were inseparable. If you saw one of us, the other two weren't far behind. I used to joke that we were like a little sitcom trio. Except, apparently, I was the punchline. It started with small inside jokes between them I didn't get, accidental touches, late replies to my texts. My gut whispered something was off, but I kept brushing it aside because, well, who suspects the two people they trust most? But that night, when I saw his car parked outside Chloe's apartment past midnight, curiosity finally overpowered denial. And that's how I ended up staring at the wreckage of my own loyalty. For days, I played it cool. They both tried to apologize, saying it was a one-time mistake, a moment of weakness. I let them believe I was heartbroken but forgiving. I even told them I needed time, which they mistook as an opening to continue their little secret. But I had a different plan, one that would make them both remember me every time they looked at each other. Ryan had just started a small tech business and needed investors. Guess who had connections through her marketing job? Me. And guess who introduced him to a few potential investors, including my very convincing coworker who pretended to be interested in funding his idea? I made sure every business detail looked perfect, right until the fake contract required both Ryan and Chloe to sign on as partners and to deposit their matching investment into a holding account that didn't really exist. A week later, they transferred the money. A few $1,000s each, nothing illegal, just enough to sting. The moment they realized they'd been scammed, the investors vanished. I, of course, acted shocked. I even helped them file a complaint. They had no clue I was the ghost behind it all. Months passed. They eventually broke up, each blaming the other for the financial mess. Meanwhile, I took the money, donated half to charity, and used the rest to take the solo trip I'd always postponed because of Ryan's busy schedule. Sitting on a beach in Thailand, I finally felt peace. Not because I'd gotten revenge, but because I'd finally learned to stop giving loyalty to people who saw it as weakness. Ryan texted me last week. He said, "I still think about you." I replied, "You should. It will cost you enough." Maybe that was petty. Maybe not. But I'll tell you, this closure doesn't always come with forgiveness. Sometimes, it comes when you finally realize your worth was never the problem. So tell me, have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted completely? What did you do about it? Share your story in the comments.